This is Dr. Mohebi from Parsa Mohebi Hair Restoration. We have another interesting hair transplant for you today. We're doing a FUE transplant on a patient who had a strip procedure before. So that's when patients are having a scar from old method hair transplant. We need to get 1,500 grafts from the back, put some of them on the crown area, this balding here, and some of them to camouflage the scar on the donor area. This picture and see how he looks. Line, and he has had a couple of procedures before, filling the front and corners. Otherwise, he would have been bald in bigger areas of the skin. The front, which is pretty good. I don't think we need to add anything to the front. The top front area is not bad either. But when you come to the crown, in crown we see this thinning on crown and a little bit of the top area moving down. So we want to address those thinning areas. Crown from the back, you see that crown balding, so we have to put 1,000 grafts there. Or of the old hair transplant, we can even see it here without even shaving the head. Scar, you see, it's like from ear to ear almost, and it's about 5 to 6 millimeters. Hoping to be able to shave his head or get a very short haircut. And this is the scar we're going to work on, and we're going to camouflage it. Hair transplant has been done for last 20-30 years. But the older hair transplant usually ended up leaving a scar on the back and side. With the method, we can not only adhere to the balding areas, but we can restore the scar area, revise them. So the reason people see the scar in the scalp is the contrast between the scar and non-scar area. See here, he has like 100% density here above and below the scar, and at the middle of the scar there's no hair, so there is some contrast that could be visible. Doing today, we're going to remove hair from the surrounding areas and add them to the scar and create a more balance. And you should know that for revision of the scar, one hair transplant makes a significant improvement, but some people who want to really shave their head, they may need more than one. The grafts manually with my manual cold punch. You see the scar here, we shaved it and remove below the scar. Is to deplete the density of hair here and put them into the scar. 1,500 grafts, 1,000 goes to the crown, and 500 goes to the scar, or something around 500. Celebrate them, put your head down. Okay, perfect, thanks. So we're making sites into the scar area. So basically, we are minimizing the contrast of the donor and the scar from 0 hair to 100% hair. The strip hair transplant before that left him with this scar on the back. And we're trying to put hair into them. Action of the grafts, and the sites are made in the scar and into the crown area, and we're going to see how we are placing the grafts. We are placing the grafts into the scar on both sides and the back. We are placing the grafts in the crown area too. How's your placing going, Anna?
Very good. That's beautiful.
The scarred area and grafts are, we already made the size and we're placing the grafts one at a time inside the scar. About it, it looks like a road at the middle of a forest, and the reason that road could be visible from distance is because road doesn't have any trees. To minimize the visibility of the road, you have to plant some trees at the middle of the road and deplete the trees around the road so it evens out. We're done with our scar revision of placing a FUE into the scar of a hair transplant from before. If they want the scar to be completely invisible, they may need more than one hair transplant because we're just reducing the contrast of the scar to non-scar area. Of hair transplant, we put 40% density inside the scar, but some people need a little bit more than that to be perfectly this picture and see how he looked before he left. These are the pictures of the donor area and in fact recipient in his case because we put grafts into the scar. Crown that we put almost 1,000 grafts. Okay, crown area, that's the area that we transplanted. The front of it, we put less density and more density in the back. Okay, we'll talk to you tomorrow with another case. This is Dr. Mohebi from Parsa Mohebi Hair Restoration. Have a happy hair day.